Well, welcome one and all. This is Old Buzz, back again with this 1937 Philco.
Hello.
Now first up here, I'm going to get the crappy job out of the way first. And just look at that speaker. If you don't think that's a crappy job, then you're crazy.
You crazy fool!
Now the first thing I'm going to do is cut the wires on the speaker here, because this is hardwired in there. I need to separate it to get this job done right. So I'm just going to cut one wire and just color this orange.
What is he doing?
Just so I know what wire goes where. Next wire, I'll just mark black.
Isn't that weird?
So third wire, I don't have to do anything. There. Separated. So my plan here is to remove this transformer out of here and the cone so I can work on the rust. And most of this cone is loose already.
That's funny.
So I was wondering if I could use some of this Ronson lighter fluid, put it over here. Maybe that'll loosen up the glue. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll just try it.
This is ridiculous!
This is ridiculous.
I better not light a match or that thing will go up fast. Let's just see if it loosens it up a little bit. Looks like it did a little bit.
This is ridiculous.
It's pretty much loose. These two voice coil wires here were hooked into this little spring here to hold those in there. So I took those off and I'm going to cut that. Now let's take out this nut here that's holding the cone in there. Now I should be able to lift this cone right out of there. There it comes.
Aha!
And you can see the voice coil there.
Nice!
So originally I wanted to take the field coil out, but these 4 pins here that's pressed in there, I don't think that's going to come out.
I agree with you.
But be careful.
This whole area is flexing. I'm afraid I try to pry that out, this might crack and it'll ruin it. So I'm not taking any chances. I'll just have to de-rust it with that in there. However, I do want to remove this output transformer just to get it out of the way. So let me drill these 2 rivets out. here's the old navel jelly. Let's see how much I got left in here. It's about down to here. Think I'll have enough to clean this? And the chassis?
You shut up.
I don't know. I wonder how long it's going to take till I finish that, huh? I'll be checking back from time to time and show you my progress. Hopefully this don't take all day, because it sucks already. Well, it's 10 minutes later. Looks like it's working.
Smells good.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he quit?
Look here, amigo. You got the wrong idea.
You know, I believe we're making progress.
Sandpaper if you won't come off any other way.
To be continued.
Oh my gosh.
Well, here it is an hour later. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. What a mess.
Hi, Buzz. I'm ready to get to work.
Where you been?
Well, I shampooed my beard this morning and had to wait until it was dry.
Oh, brother. I've been waiting for you. I got sick of waiting, so I did this myself.
What? Oh my God!
I'm gonna wash this off. Then I'll show it to you and we'll decide if we want to paint this or what. Well, there's the voice coil. Looks like this came loose here. I'm just going to repair this big tear here with some speaker glue.
Ah, glue. Crazy glue, you dirty rat. Right, Ma? Dodge almost anything.
We'll let that dry and then we'll continue repairing it. So there's the speaker frame after all the cleaning. Lots of pits there. Let's get a close-up of those pits.
Why, it's beautiful.
Sort of gives it character, huh? Kind of dig that. Let's take a look inside. Inside looks pretty good. I've decided I'm not going to paint this. I'm just going to clear coat this, so in years to come, people can marvel at these pits here and remember how it used to look.
Oh, how sweet.
Okay, I turned it over. And I'm going to use some liquid tape on this side. Just like that.
What's got into you?
You get the idea. I'm going to patch it all up, and after that, I'll show you what's next. Let's come along. What I need to do here is reinforce this piece here. You see it's all crumbled here and over here. I'm going to mark this and then cut it out. I marked a 5/16 inch here, so I'll just have this strip right here after I remove this section here. I'm just going to put this in here, put some glue around here, glue that on there, let the glue soak in there, and then take it off and see if it's centered in there. This is not that even, but it's not critical. Ah. We'll just let that dry. Well, here's the speaker frame after I clear coated it. It's funny how when the clear went in there, it made all this, some of these pits real black like that. I clear coated a little bit inside here. There was some rust here. So, while that was drying, I was working on this. This had many holes and rips in it. And you can see just as many on the opposite side. But now it's time to stick the cone in the speaker here.
That Buzz sure is in love with glue.
Well, I have found a 7 or 8 year old container of Evaporust in the garage.
Holy mackerel!
Now it's not full, it's about right up to here, but I thought I'd try this to see if it's still good. And I want to try it on the tube shield, and this shield goes on the output transformer on speaker. So let's just stick these in here and see what happens.
Oh boy!
Will old Evaporust work or not?
And I say it's not possible.
And what will it look like?
Oh, how very thrilling.
Let's pour it in there.
Awesome!
Hopefully there's enough of it to fill up to the top here. Yeah, perfect.
Ew!
Can I get you a beer?
We'll let that soak a couple days, then we'll take a look at it. Waste not, want not, right?
That's right!
Well, it's the next day, and the glue is dried. So what I think I wanted to do here is put another piece of cardboard around this area here.
Why, Helen? Why?
I'm going to use this cardboard here.
Why, you little punk.
And I'm going to trace around here and cut that out.
Why? Sure spreading that on thick.
Beautiful, ain't it?
These parts have been soaking in this Evaporust for 2 days. So we're going to open it up and take a look at it. Got a vacuum in it. You see the water's pretty dirty. Or should I say the Evaporust looks pretty dirty. Let's take out the small piece first. If you remember, this top in the sides here had rust on it, and it looks perfect. Can't wait to see the tube shield.
Me too.
So, you can use 7-year-old Evaporust.
Well, shut my mouth.
I like that. That turned out pretty good. Now I can paint this and this. I didn't even have to brush this one. Probably just clear coat this one. Pretty neat, huh? Here's the speaker after I put this cardboard piece on here.
Believe it or not.
Looks okay.
Oh, brother.
I've got the output transformer painted. I decided to paint it black. That should make Old 64 Goat happy.
But I'm confused here.
I want to put this back in here and rewire this. And then hook it up to the radio. And we'll see if I did a good job on the speaker. While running this, I lost my sound. So I've been trying to troubleshoot this thing. I was smelling something that was burnt. So I flipped it off and started to check everything out. And I noticed that this thing here, see that big bulge on it?
Yes.
Now this is not a capacitor. Believe it or not, this is a resistor.
You're full of it.
This is R23 and it's supposed to be 200 ohms. So I clipped it and it was still hot. Let's turn it around here. See that bulge?
You see that bulge in my pants? That's my wallet.
Mica mold. Looks like a capacitor, but it's a resistor in disguise. Anyway, I'm going to replace this. I've got a 220 here. I don't have a 200. Let me show you what else I discovered. So it looks like I've got some problems with the B plus on pins either 3 or 4 here. There was a resistor here. It was supposed to be 190K and it was measuring 400K. So I replaced it with this resistor here. So I was poking around here. So on pin 3, I was looking at this cap here. I think this is the problem. Let's measure that. So this pin here is ground. And this other pin is pin 3, which goes to the output transformer. Look at that, it's shorted.
Oh, dummies.
That's where my B plus went.
Yep.
Let's clip one of those leads and try it again. Got a dead short on that thing. So let's change that cap. It's a .006. Okay, I replaced the 006 here. I also found another problem. Let me show you what else I found here. I took this volume control off because it was acting weird. So let's take some readings on here and see if maybe we can fix this. I think this switch is bad. And we're going to check this with the meter. But first I thought I'd just check this capacitor on here. This should be 410 picofarads. 372. It's a bit low, but it's probably okay. But this thing would screech when I would play with the volume on here. It almost wrecked my eardrums. Now this is supposed to be a 500K volume control. Look at that, it's measuring 3.2 meg.
Holy cow!
It's kind of flaky at the end here. So let's see what this other side measures. Look at that, it measures 3.2 meg there. And this is the correct switch. The Philco part number here matches the schematic. So let's take this apart and peek in there and see what's going on with it. That should be interesting. Just pry these tabs up here. Here it comes. Look at that.
Spark may remain if love still can remember. The spark may burn again. I know that I'll be contented with yesterday's memory, knowing you think of me once in a while.
Let's measure it now. I don't know where that 3 meg is coming from, but we certainly can't use this. Sorry, we'll have to replace you. Well, there's the speaker rewired. These 3 wires here go to the radio, and I put some spade connectors on here so I can easily disconnect it when I have to. So I think we ought to test this speaker after all the problems I had with it. So don't go away. Stick around. Don't be a party pooper. Come join the fun.
Okay.
I have hooked up a new volume control, 500K. Let's flip the box on. Let's turn the variac to about 30 volts. Oops. Gotta connect my meter up.
Oh, brother.
60, 90, 110, 115.
That's going on down there in a city that, well, we know from football and watching on TV, and we know it a whole lot better. Meeting the mayor. Don't ever let them take down that Denny's, which is near I-5.
Wow, that is better.
That's kind of like iconic because Jack Nicholson sat in there. We remember in 5 Easy Greens. That's right. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a tourist spot for me.
You want me to hold the chicken, huh?
I want you to hold it between your knees.
Let's play some music and see what it sounds like. Sounds pretty good.
My baby don't care for shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for furs and laces. My baby don't care for high-tone places. My baby don't
Very good volume.
for other expensive things. She's sensible as can be. My baby don't care who knows it. My baby just cares for me.
Well, next on the agenda is to clean this up.
It's gonna be fun!
I want to take this off and label all the wires because I will rewire this transformer. I got to take the tuning cap off and label those wires. Okay, the wires are labeled. It's loose. I got the nuts off. Let's just lift it out of here. First time it's been off since 1937.
Get out of there.
There it is.
Looks as good as new now, eh? Well, there's the top chassis stripped. Since that Evaporust did such a good job on the tube shield, I was thinking maybe I could use it and soak this in there.
Oh, good Lord!
Soak it up.
Alright, we'll just let that soak and let it do its thing. While the chassis is soaking in Evaporust, I'm going to turn my attention to this.
Is that dirty enough for you?
I put some Dawn dish detergent in here to help clean the dirt. But I'm also going to use navel jelly to remove the rust. Now I checked with the Biden regime and it's still perfectly legal to do this.
Come on, man.
Thanks, Joe.
Next time you see this tuner, it'll be all nice and shiny. Alrighty, it's time to check this out. You excited?
No.
I am. Now let this soak over 2 days. After the first day, I looked at it and it still had a lot of rust on it. So I took a wire brush and just scraped it, then put it back in there, and then I let it soak another day and a half. So I haven't peeked since, so I'm excited to see what this looks like. I hope you are too.
Get on with it.
Okay, let's see what the 7-year-old Evaporust did. Wow, looks like it got most of it off. Well, that should do it for today's episode. It wasn't the most interesting video, but getting all that rust off was necessary before proceeding. In part 3, I will completely rewire this radio. I bought all this expensive 22 gauge pushback wire to do the job. This chassis will look absolutely gorgeous once the wiring is completed. But the most important task to be done in part 3 is the cabinet. I have acquired some burlwood veneer. This will be very interesting as I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do this. So don't miss this final episode. It's going to knock your socks off. So this is your old pal Buzz, signing off till we meet again. Stay tuned for another edition of Buzz Cinema coming up next. Good night, everybody.
That's it. Goodbye.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Buzz Cinema. I am your host, Dicko Aflockett. Tonight's film, entitled Bored Stiff, was made in 1970. Buzz wrote and directed this film, starring his brother Biz, who plays the most bored man who has ever lived. Biz also plays a second role in this very funny film. Co-starring is Buzz himself, playing a bum. Well, that didn't take much acting. Let's go back 52 years to the summer of 1970. Roll the film.
The name? Seymour Beavis, the most bored man in the world. Let us look at a typical day in Seymour's life.
What's this? Parents Magazine? Nah. Get out of here. Life Magazine? Candace Bergen? Yuck. How about some music? Partridge Family? Yuck. I'm going outside. Hey, you!
Uh-oh.
Come here. Come here.
Me?
Yes, you. Get over here.
I'm in trouble now.
Why the hell are you a bum? You're coming with me.
Please, sir, don't harm me.
You wanna play Monopoly?
Okay.
Sit your ass down for a fun time. Let's get this set up. Oh boy!
Oh boy!
This will be great. I love the smell of Monopoly money in the morning. I love this game so freaking much. Okay, let's do it. Me first. We're gonna have so much fun. Let's see, 6 and 4. That's 10. Just visiting jail. Your turn.
Am I on candid camera? Are you Ellen Bond? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reading Railroad. I'll buy it.
What, pray tell, are you staring at?
Surely you know that your mustache is upside down.
It's not upside down. And don't call me Shirley.
Sorry, sir.
My turn. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Virginia Avenue. I'll buy it. That's $160. And here's my change.
My turn. 6. Whoa, your mustache. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. St. Charles Place. I'll buy it. That's $140. And here's my change.
I see that, you bum. You Monopoly cheater! Now who the hell can that be? Excuse me, you cheating bum.
Hi, Cutie Pie. Can I play Monopoly?
No, no, no. Huh? Hit the road, you clown.
Well, I never.
Hello, Cutie Pie. I'm back to beat your ass. My turn. Three. 1, 2, 3. Community chest. Woohoo! Oh no! House repairs!
Actually, sir, that's street repairs. It's much more expensive.
2, 5, 15, 35, 29 times 40 plus hotels. Let's see. 1,500, 25, 35, 4,000, another 250, and another 10, 15, 16. $1 left.
My turn. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, I'm not buying that.
Okay, you. Here comes my great comeback. 3. 1, 2, 3. Hallelujah! Chance!
Now that's house repairs.
Oh.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Huh?
You sound like a girl. Ooh, a mustache. Fits good. Can I have it?
Give me back my mustache! There. My turn. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You wanna play? Holy crap! You're me!
Oh God, I'm you!
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, what the?
Have a good game, Cutie Pie.
Huh? What's going on?
Did you fart?
It's a bit drafty.
You look bored, sir.
Bored? Bored? I'll show you bored. Monopoly! Monopoly! I'm bored! I'm bored! No more! No more! No more! I'm bored stiff! I'm bored stiff!